What is up, Hawk fans? I want to discuss Iowa's hard-fought, emotional loss, 106-94, 12 points. I want to keep this video under 10 minutes because when I'm recording this, it's kind of late where I'm at. So let me just get through the stats first, bust those out. Peyton Sandfort had 30 points. I'm not going to do my normal, what happened throughout the course of the game. Suffice it to say, Illinois was in pretty good command. They were in the lead the entire game. Iowa was always within striking distance. They were a little bit closer in the first half. Illinois was consistently up by 8 to 15 points in the second half. I do want to highlight one call as an official myself that I thought was a tough no call. Now, I want to preface this by saying that when you play at those levels and when you officiate at those levels, the higher levels you do, I would say from varsity, definitely varsity boys on, especially like some of the bigger schools, especially if you are in a state like California, New York, Texas, Florida, but even in a state like Iowa, the talent level and the physicality is a lot better. So there are things that you are going to allow the players to play through because your job as an official is to manage the game. You don't want to lose control of the game, but you also don't want to interfere with the game. So it's always a balance of that. That's why lower level games, when I see, fans complaining about officials not calling it like a varsity game or a college game is absolutely absurd. If officials call it like that, these kids are not going to have fun. So again, your job as an official is to manage and keep the game moving forward, but you also want to promote the game and keep the game fun. I'm not saying allow everything to go, but the thing is you have to see the environment and assess the talent level that you have. So anyways, you allow certain things to go, and there was a call in the second half where Brock Harding worked his tail off. It was roughly at the free throw line. He was in legal guarding position. I don't think that he displaced, because that's what you're looking for, displacement from the defense. I don't think he displaced the Illinois defender, whereas the Illinois offensive player, whereas the Illinois offensive player did displace his legal guarding position. Anyways, the guy just barrels right through Brock Harding. Now, the vantage point that we have on, sorry guys, my light just fell off my thing. I'm gonna bypass it. The vantage point that we have by watching it on. Normally I would stop the recording, but I'm not going to because I just want to get this video done. The vantage point that we have as fans is not the same vantage point that the officials have. So maybe there wasn't as much contact. Maybe Brock Harding kind of was falling down and there wasn't as much contact as there appeared to be. The only reason why I bring it up is because Fran McCaffrey got a technical. He didn't like the foul disparity. Illinois did get to the free throw line 30 plus times, which we're going to go over. But so anyways, to me, as a high level official myself, I from my vantage point, I would say what I've been taught, and a lot of high-level officials would agree, you have to have something right there. You have to have a block or you have to have a charge. There's simply too much contact for there not to be something. So, but again, we don't have the best or perfect vantage point, and officials are not perfect. Peyton Sandfort had 30 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. He was just unconscious, played really one of his best games of his career. Josh Dix, 21 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. They combined for 51 points. In the end, Iowa just didn't have enough offensively if they were going to win this game in a shootout. But actually, I take that back. I mean, they even said in the postgame, if they were told that they were going to score 94 points against Illinois, would they feel good about their chances of winning? And they both said yes. Now, me being an Iowa fan covering this team all year, I would say probably still no, because they just don't have the defense to handle a high-powered, deep team like Illinois. They just don't. Iowa's structurally, schematically, and fundamentally are just so broken defensively that they just don't have it to get the stops needed necessary against a team like Illinois, especially when you're struggling to rebound as well. Drew Thelwell, 12 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. Lajai Dembele, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. I would have liked to see him, if Iowa wanted any chance to win this game, he was going to have a similar number of rebounds as last night against Ohio State. Sadao Troyer, 4 rebounds, 2 points, 3 assists. Price Sanford, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. He continues to be a nice option. I don't see why he won't be a starter next year for Iowa, replacing his brother. Brock Harding, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Evan Bronze had a decent little game with 8 points, had some nice rim run plays. I have no idea why Fran McCaffrey has not used him more over his 2-year stint at Iowa. And honestly, that is one of the things that I will continuously to hold Fran McCaffrey accountable for. That is on him. I took one look at him and his highlights, and I knew that Iowa could find a place for him to have some minutes and have some role on this Iowa basketball team. But he didn't get it until now, and it was only because of necessity. And Carter Kingsbury, 2 points. Riley Mulvey, 0 points. Jacob Coach, 0 points. Team stats. Iowa shot 55%. Illinois shot 54%. Iowa shot 46% from 3. Illinois shot 46%, but Illinois shot slightly better. I'm rounding up here. Free throws. Iowa only shot 10 free throws, and even the 10 that they did have, they shot terribly, 50%. In a game like this, you got to make your free throws, especially the ones that you do get, and they were 5 of 10. Meanwhile, Illinois shot 30, and they were 24 of 30. They only missed one more free throw, shooting almost triple the amount of free throws. Rebounds, 46-27. If Iowa had any hope in hell in winning this game, they had to keep it within under 10, definitely. This is like a 20 rebound advantage. 37, 40, 19 rebounds. That's unacceptable. Let's see, and they gave up 19 offensive rebounds. Assists, 21-20 in favor of Iowa. Blocks, 4-1 in favor of Iowa. Steals, 6-2 in favor of Iowa. Turnovers, Iowa only had 4 turnovers compared to Illinois' 10, and Iowa had 18 fouls compared to Illinois' 13. All right, guys, this is going to be rapid fire. Like I said, I don't have a ton of time here. Here's the thing, guys. I do think, for what it's worth, and I want you guys to know, because I know a lot of you guys are feeling a sort of way about this game. I can already see it in my comments. There's some of you guys that comment on previous videos of mine to kind of let me know what you guys think about the most current game. I will be doing a video detailing what I think needs to happen with Fran McCaffrey and whether I think he needs to go or not. This Iowa team, I believe the last 2 games are more representative of who this Iowa team is, okay? As a whole, rather than what we saw the rest of the season. But it still doesn't take away what they were the rest of the season. Yes, they played hard in this game. They competed. Peyton Sanford is a great kid. Josh Dix is a great kid. Iowa has a team full of great kids. And that's one of the things that Fran McCaffrey does well, is he finds good, high-character guys. But at the end of the day, this team is fundamentally broken when it comes to the defensive side of things. Now, some of it is players that you have, okay, and personnel. I acknowledge that. But there are things that you can do regardless of your personnel that Iowa just does not do on a consistent basis. They do not have it built into their culture to be a consistently solid defensive team. And that needs to change. I do think, for what it's worth, we've seen Fran McCaffrey start to recruit in a way that hopefully will start to possibly help that if he's given the chance. But it does not change that. You know, most teams, if they're able to score 94 points, they will win the game. But Iowa, it doesn't happen. In this game, you couple the fact that and we've seen this story before, Iowa's inability to rebound, their inability to defend, and over the course of the game, it just continues to add more and more and more and more pressure. And when all is said and done, they lose by 12 points. 12 points. Because it's just, the dam is broken. You're just like trying to stop it from gushing completely at this point. And that's the problem, is Iowa's team consistently this year was a team trying to hold back the water rather than being a team that stood steadfast on the defensive side and rebounding so that the water didn't gush through in the first place. So, you know, that's just what it is, guys. I don't want to say too much because I want to save this for the next video. But just to comment on the post-game stuff, you know, Peyton Sandfort is a great kid. You know, he's been a great Iowa Hawkeye. I have no ill will against him. It's too bad because I think the last 2 years, he would have been a great number 2 for some of these. If you look at Iowa's history under Fran McCaffrey, if Peyton Sandfort was on some of those teams, man, he would have been a excellent number 2 option. And I think that that's more what he is. And I actually think that he would have more NBA conversation if he wasn't the number 1 guy, because he is not a number 1 guy. But still, you know, he played hard, he competed, he wears his emotions on his sleeves, he really cares, and, you know, it just didn't happen this year. You know, he made a comment at the end of the game that Illinois has multiple NBA guys. They definitely have one. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Illinois, but, you know, but I think Iowa has one in Josh Dix. And Peyton Sandfort said that Josh Dix is going to be playing in the NBA someday. And I agree. I think Josh Dix is a really talented guy. You know, is this the most talented Iowa team we've ever seen? No. But to me, the talent was sufficient with some added elements that Iowa just didn't have. And that's why you have a 17-16 finish. Because you're playing the game like you're loaded with talent, but you're actually not. You're not bad with talent, but you're not loaded. And there's other things that you have to do well to compensate for it. So, last thing before I go, Fran McCaffrey, like I said, I'm going to be doing another video. I want to save some of that. And plus I can't do as long of a video, for this recording as I usually do. Fran McCaffrey, first question, he was asked if he expects to be Iowa's head coach next year. He gave a one-word answer, yes. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment. Let me know what you guys think about this game in the comment section. Should Iowa, if they are given a NIT opportunity, should they take it? I'll let you guys know what I think in the following video. And last but not least, DBAP, don't be a pussy, will out in facts or feelings, because your feelings just matter. Love you, Hawk fans. See you guys next time. Go Hawks. Bye-bye.